holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. This complete to Langford. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On play action, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where...
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The Bills at 4 and 10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Allen again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ready. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's McLeod. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 37 yards. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break down all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These two teams all tied after one. Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to the ground, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Here's Cook again.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead.
So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
And Lance now to throw.
Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
To throw on second and 10. Lance. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Left side to Lamb. Finding space at the 40.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, here's Allen. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Throwing on first down is Lance. He finds his man complete. That's McLeod. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Play action. Now it's Allen. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
And Lance going to throw.
And he's got it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Trey Lance in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first, here's a diving catch right side. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on first down. McLeod, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Lance wants to change him up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLeod, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes third and about a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
On the ball.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Allen.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken right around the 44. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLeod. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's McLeod, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 14-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's McLeod. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Mozzie Smith
breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
To the air, Allen.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Allen.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Allen going to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Brandon Ayuk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bills get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The tight end Olsen in motion. first down. McLeod. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLeod. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Cowboys 42, Bills 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
There he goes right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.